name's Gerry Meehan. I'm one of the tour guides here on the Donegal Bay Waterbus. We're situated here in Donegal Town. If you're looking for us, just off the diamond, there's the quay in Donegal Town. We're situated down here. We run the Donegal Bay Waterbus. It's a community project, and our season runs from March until October. We're sitting here in the mouth of Donegal Bay, where the River Esk flows into the bay. And we carry approximately 35,000 passengers down the bay during those months. The boat that we're in here has been built in 2006. It's a quite luxury waterbus. We have a fully licensed bar. On the trip lasts for an hour and 15 minutes. We go down the bay. There's 7 islands on the bay. We do a little talk on the history and the wildlife of the bay here and the town area in general. We then, on the journey back, people usually join with us and we do a bit of a sing-song and a bit of music, and as we would say here, the crack is quite good most of the time. Join the merry mob, and before you know just where you were, you're in an Irish pub. They got one in Honolulu, they got one in Moscow too. They got 4 of them in Sydney and a couple in Kathmandu. Whether you sing or pull a pint, you'll always have a job, for wherever you go around the world, you'll find an Irish pub. And our season runs here from March until October, so we're coming near the end of the season at the moment. But and the boat is here since 2006. This boat was built actually down in Mooney Boats down in Killybegs. Killybegs is one of the largest fishing ports in Ireland. It's about 12 miles west from here. And we have usually 6 of a crew working. The capacity of the boat, we can carry up to 160 passengers. Daily trips, depending on the demand and depending on the height of the water, we need about, we're a flat bottom boat, so if we get about 1 metre or 1.5 metres of water, we can usually do the trips. But we can do sometimes 4 trips a day. But depending on the height of the tides, if the tides is favourable to us, and of course the demand as well. So we get people from all over the world, and it's usually quite an enjoyable experience, if I should say so myself. When we go down the bay here, we have the 7 islands that have quite a bit of history attached to them. And then we have quite a lot of wildlife on the bay. There are birds. We have a lot of cormorant, some egret, some heron, and some oyster catchers. Of course, a big attraction then is when we go right down the bay. We have a seal colony. There's an estimated 200 grey seal down here. The majority of the colony is made up of the harbour seal or the common seal. There's another type of seal that's here occasionally called the Atlantic seal. They have a different birth cycle to the harbour seal. They do have their pups in September and October, when the harbour seal do have their baby pups in June and July. But we do believe the majority of the colony is made up of the harbour seal. And it's very beautiful down the bay here, when we, especially when we have low water. We do have the sandbanks really close to the boat, and the seal like to sit out on the sand with their baby pups during the summer months. And it's always a very beautiful sight. And these babies, sometimes we could see them sitting on the mother's backs while they're learning to swim. But we're told they can master the art of swimming pretty fast and within 4 or 5 hours. And so it's very beautiful. Of course, extra beautiful when we have plenty of sunshine, which we often have in Donegal here.
Right, my name's Brian Dodd, and I'm a tour manager with Newmarket Holidays from England, and we have been coming to Donegal now for the last 10 years and enjoying ourselves every single week when we come here between April and September, October time. And we're just finishing now today in October the 13th, and we'll be back next year for another successful year in Donegal, all being well. And it'll be great to see all our friends here in Donegal. The Donegal Bay bus that we've just come off, the water bus, is a great tour, and all I can say to you is don't miss it. Get on board the ship and ship ahoy.
Oh, but now it's time for me to go, and I have to catch me train. So I'll leave you standing at the bar, and I'll face the wind and rain. But I'll have that pint you owe me if I don't go on the drive. So if you're visiting Donegal Town, or anywhere really in West Donegal, we'd invite you to come along and enjoy the experience here on the Donegal Bay Waterbus. And as we say to everybody, that visitors that come here, Donegal is best of all.
For wherever you go around the world, you'll find an Irish pub. Or two, or maybe three.
I think I'm a bit out of tune.